from taking down an entitled Vogue influencer.
I was at another restaurant for lunch and they showed me my seat and said, "Here you go, sir." And I said, "I am not a sir."
Yes, you are.
To putting a cringy TikTok group in its place.
What's up, California? My name is Alex. What's up, Maiden? I'm Oliver. I'm Brian. And I'm Dylan. And together we are
Gay as
This is a look at 12 times Tony from LC Sign absolutely dismantled problematic influencers. Beginning with one of the TikTok's most notorious trans creators, Lily Dino. Back in 2023, Lily quickly became universally hated online after she started uploading videos that often harassed unsuspecting service workers.
Okay. The Sweetwater starts at okay.
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
I was wondering if there's a manager I could talk to about something that happened. Yeah, I was called sir.
But as the internet began to call out this controversial behavior, Lily only doubled down. In June 2025, she was accused of secretly filming unsuspecting women and underage girls without their consent in the women's bathroom at Disney World. This ignited yet another wave of massive outrage across social media, with internet once again calling for her head. Naturally, this did not escape Tony.
It's a good reminder that the parts you see on an ultrasound don't determine a baby's gender.
Man, shut the fuck up. Anyways, this is our ultra-thin lockbooks. The design is very human.
But Tony wasn't finished with her just yet. He went on to roast her 2 more times, with the most recent one dropping only minutes ago.
I was at another restaurant for lunch and they showed me my seat and said, "Here you go, sir." And I said, "I am not a sir."
Yes, you are. Anyways, how to know your sign company isn't trustworthy is by confirming the sign before shipping.
Today we're talking about something super cool called pronouns.
Not interested, sir. Anyways, here's how to tell if your sign's true.
This led to the internet flooding Tony's comments, with many saying that all heroes wear capes and protect this man at all cost. The backlash ultimately became so overwhelming that in early August, Lily announced she was stepping away from social media.
I'm hurt. I am deeply hurt.
Yeah, and hasn't been heard from since. But while Tony didn't hold back on Lily, influencer Kevin Leonardo would also face the same fate after using his platform to post tutorial videos that were, shall we say, a little too detailed.
And just put this in your butt for like 30 minutes. It'll loosen you up and kind of help you avoid pain during the actual penetration.
And while these videos were for only educational purposes, it wasn't long before he took things way too far. On June 26, 2023, he uploaded a deeply unsettling video visually demonstrating a guide on how to get rid of hair down there. It immediately exploded on YouTube, racking up over 25 million views in just 2 weeks. But as you can imagine, the internet was not pleased about the visual demonstration. Comments poured in, with some users saying things like, "I'm only a few minutes in and this is way more disgusting than I could have anticipated. My biggest mistake was watching that. My eyes have been red for past 2 hours." But the internet wasn't the only one put off by the whole thing, as Tony would later get on the action and make a promotion out of it.
These are the butt hairs that I just dissolved using Waxy's hair dissolving cream, and literally this wipe right here smells so bad, and it's like literally right next to my face. It smells so bad, and it's not because of my hairs. Like, I'm not a smelly person, even like my booty.
Anyways, here's how to tell if your LED sign is cheap.
Ultimately, YouTube took down Kevin's video, but he is still posting tutorials, just this time without visual demonstration. But while Tony's humbling of Kevin was legendary, it was the cringe-worthy videos from boys band No Lonely Hearts that led to one of his most iconic roasts back in 2022. And now disbanded boy band first went viral for their painfully cringy TikTok videos. With these kind of videos, it didn't take long before they caught Tony's attention, leading to what would become his most popular roast to date.
What's up, California? My name is Alex. What's up, Maiden? I'm Oliver. I'm Brian. And I'm Dylan. And together we are
Gay as fuck. You guys are gay as fuck.
This led many fans to praise him in the comments, with some saying, "Give this man a masterclass on marketing." And I'm not gonna lie, if ads were formatted like this, I actually might not skip. But while No Lonely Hearts were roasted for their cringy TikToks, our next YouTuber would come under fire for something far more serious. Back in 2021, beauty influencer James Charles was exposed after a former fan came forward with accusations of inappropriate behavior.
I was getting really uncomfortable, so I told him my age. I told him I'm 16. Meanwhile, he's 21. He's a grown man. And then he proceeds to say, oh, but I didn't even get to see the, meaning my body.
As the internet started digging, it didn't take long for the claims to be backed by a disturbing statement James himself made just a month earlier.
I'm not physically attracted to older guys, which sucks.
This resulted in James becoming one of the most hated influencers online, which of course made him a prime target for Tony.
That's what she said. And you know what? What was that?
Anyways, this is a very human design.
Even his fans couldn't resist joining in, with one person asking what was dude trying to do, covering his mandibles? But while James' tarnished reputation made him an easy target for Tony, influencer Iofer, desperate attempt to troll Tony would completely backfire. Known by his real name Rashad Bowen, he first gained attention in 2024 for his reaction-style videos, which were very similar to Tony's.
Boy, what the f***? Nasty. I don't know what bet you lost, but don't ever do no shit like this again, man.
But it wasn't until he went after Tony following his viral meetup with Speed that he finally caught Tony's attention, earning himself a much-deserved roast.
What's up, homie Speed? I'm Tony. What the?
Hey, yo, Speed, your ass tripping. How the f*** you going around China meeting all these people, man? Who the f*** is Tony?
Who's Tony? I don't know either. Anyways, how to know if your sign company is trustworthy?
It's tragic that some people walk through life without knowing who Tony is. But unlike IR, who went out of his way to provoke Tony, Alvizi would catch his eye after she went viral for all the wrong reasons. Also known as Gorlok the Destroyer, Al quickly became popular back in May 2023 after her infamous appearance on the Whatever podcast, where she asked everyone to rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10.
Ask everyone to rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10.
A fat 10.
A fat 10?
This immediately led many people to target her, commenting things like she's a 10 on the Ritter scale, that she deserves a 10 for durability. And while people found this funny, it wasn't until she revealed her taste in men that Tony finally joined
6 foot, money, Mexican, well-mannered.
Anyways, here's how to tell if your sign is cheap.
But that wasn't Tony's only roast, as his next one was far more brutal. While Alvizi's constant bragging earned her some brutal roast from Tony, influencer Mr. ETA got it much worse for his questionable interactions with his dog. He has become well known for his funny yet chaotic content revolving around his angry dog, Mickey. However, in May 2015, he took the bond between him and his dog a little too far, forcing Tony to give his honest reaction.
Anyways, an Ultra Thing Connect Live.
Tony also didn't hesitate to do the same after comedian Glay pulled a similar stunt with his own dog.
And my role was my best friend and chauffeur around the city, but my chauffeur.
Anyways, these are the signs we made for Pervish.
We live in a fallen world, and Tony is a true beacon of light. But while E-Guitar and Dai were mocked by Tony for their questionable behavior, TikTokers Andres found himself in a similar situation. With over 4 million followers, Andres Leal became known for his cringy videos, which often drew comparisons to popular YouTuber Brent Rivera.
I'm sorry, don't leave me.
And due to these cringy videos, most viewers would roast him in the comments, making him a prime target for Tony.
Anyways, how to know if a sign company is capable is to check their machinery. How to tell if your sign supplier is reliable. Check out their service policy. Some companies are lack of service policy and process.
But despite all this, Andres Leal remained active on TikTok, where he continues to share his cringe-worthy videos. Much like the Elevator Boys, whose cringe-worthy thirst traps made them a prime target for Tony, known as one of the Germany's biggest boy bands, they wouldn't get their first taste of fame until 2022, when their now infamous POV Elevator video went viral on TikTok. Despite the video reaching over 48 million views, most of them came from the people brutally roasting them in the comments, with some saying, "The stairs are looking mighty fine today, my asthma, I am taking the stairs." This backlash eventually led Tony to jump in, roasting another one of their cringy videos.
Best service, best factory, best quality.
But this wasn't even Tony's best roast. He would later go on to target controversial OnlyFans model Bonnie Blue, who, even before going viral for her infamous 1000 Men and Me documentary, had sparked outrage online with a previous post.
I'm outside Nottingham Trent University, as I said a word, to pleasure as many uni students in 2 weeks. I want to sleep with 130 barely legal 18-year-olds.
This immediately led the internet to question her behavior, but this wouldn't stop her, and in January 2025, she took things up a notch after announcing she would sleep with over 1000 men in just 12 hours. This, of course, led to Tony sharing his reaction on the matter.
I can do a world record of 1,000 men in 24 hours.
Anyways, we don't care, but here's a cool sign. You have to listen to me on this.
Her dad isn't proud of her, but he is proud of you, Tony, a TikToker named Lynn Washorn, who is famous for her outspoken videos on dating and gender roles. And when Lane claimed that men these days don't give up their seats for women anymore, Tony gave her a hilarious reality check.
Anyways, here's how to tell if your side is cheap.
But the next roast could have gotten anyone else cancelled, because Oli Owens is a trans influencer with over 500,000 followers, living with a genetic disorder, known for confidently sharing her life and identity online. So when Tony decided to roast her just for saying guy.
Goodbye. Anyways, if you want to start a business on a budget, make sure you go to the Source Factory.
People thought that it might not end well for Tony, but they forgot that Tony can't be cancelled. Tony's roast got so famous that some people started stealing the same idea.
Hello. Goodbye. Anyways, are you a business owner?
Ultimately, Tony's roast may be controversial, but for many, he is the refreshing voice that says what everyone else is thinking, earning him a spot as one of the most loved rage baiters on the internet.